Hi everyone, I'm Emma, this is Emma Rosen Books. I have new hair. I just got really sick of it and got it cut off. I like it, it just feels, it was getting so heavy and hot. So yeah, new hair. Sorry if I'm a little bit husky, I was singing last night and I think I'm still a bit So, I did a video in the beginning of June setting goals for June, July and August, and today I wanted to, wrap that up and set some new goals going forward. This is a really good way of kind of seeing my progress and seeing where I was at 3 months ago, and I hope that you guys find it interesting too. So, I've written a list of the things that I had on my goals, my to-do list for last time. So the first thing was there was an issue with my book in that I'd removed the referencing following somebody's suggestion, basically with the idea of getting the text to flow so it wasn't interrupted by like little superscript numbers. But ultimately when I then re-looked at it, it just amounted to plagiarism and it needed to be fixed. So I spent the whole of June fixing it, putting the references back in, and it was a really good exercise actually because it turned out that some of the sources I'd used could have been better, and it allowed me to find better resources, and it was like a fact-checking exercise as well. I would like at some point to do a video about referencing and my experience with it and what I did. It isn't perfect. I've done my absolute best. I'm not an expert. I've had to do it for like degree stuff, but it is quite hard. And yeah, I'm a lot happier. But basically in June I was back at work and I was spending every single night sitting and fixing all the issues in the book and methodically working through it all and checking all the sources and making sure everything was correct. I was working an extra 3 to 4 hours every single day. I just didn't see my husband. He started a Star Trek marathon, was just watching episode after episode while I was working, so I think he was quite happy actually. And I got it done with a couple of days to spare. As I say, it was a good thing. Well, it had to be done. It's a shame I did it in the first place, really, but actually, you know what? I made enough corrections that in a way it was a good thing because I don't think I would have checked all of my sources otherwise. So, it's one of those things, it's a learning experience, I guess. And it's been so hard, that non-fiction side of things, that it does make me hesitant about writing non-fiction again. So I don't know, it does make it just such a hefty project. Anyway, whole nother story. Then the next thing that I had on my list was sorting out the design work. So at the time when I made my last video, I was writing my emails and all the information out for the design company. They have now produced all of the artwork for my book. They did the interior formatting as well, which actually, it's 8 little pages that I used, and the interior formatting is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the cover is amazing too, but to me the interior formatting was something that was more unusual because a lot of places I felt like you get the cover design but the inside is just much plainer. I love the work that they've done on the book. It got held up a little bit because when I went back to my proofreader there were some issues that needed to be fixed that took a little bit of time, so things kind of got delayed a little bit, but it's all done, it's all finalised now. By the way, my proofreader and copy editor is a lady called Kimber, who's been absolutely fantastic. I've learned loads from her and she's been just brilliant to work with. And I did make a video about how to find an editor, how I found her, so if you're interested I'll link that up above. So yeah, the design work is done and it's gorgeous and I'm so happy with it, and I did a cover reveal and it's awesome. So that's all done. Then next on my list was to sort out my website and my newsletter, which is also all finished. I used WordPress to design my website. Again, actually I might make a video about that too. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. If you'd like to have a look, my website is www.emmarosenbooks.co.uk. You can go on there and see what I've done, let me know what you think. And I've also set up a monthly newsletter which you can sign up to, and I'm hoping to link that into kind of you know, some cool extras that you only find out if you sign up to the newsletter. Sorry, that's a bit vague. I'm still learning. Next on my list was to set up the book with CreateSpace and Ingram Spark. Well, I've started that process. It's almost finished on Ingram, but they've got an issue with one of the files that I've uploaded, so I'm trying to fix that. I'm getting error messages and I don't know why. As soon as that is sorted, then that can go ahead and that can start pre-orders. I haven't set the book up with CreateSpace yet because it doesn't need to be done right now, but that will be done in the next couple of months to get all the files uploaded and everything sorted and organised with them. And again, I would like to make a video about the way that I'm using that to set up pre-orders and how I'm using the two companies together. But Ingram is the priority and that is almost complete. So yeah, didn't quite tick that off, but almost. And then finally, I wanted to get started on the promotion for my book, start sending out advance copies, asking for reviews. Well, because there's been a slight delay, I haven't started that yet. As soon as the book is sorted out with Ingram, then I can order in some copies. I felt like I didn't want to start messaging people and asking if they would like advance copies when I haven't actually got any to give. So as soon as I've got that organised and I can actually say to people, would you like it? Because I felt like if somebody says, oh yes I would, and then it takes me, I don't know, 2 weeks to get it back to them, that's not very good. So I just needed to wait till I was ready. But I've got lists ready of who I'm hoping to send it to and how I'm planning to do it and things like, you know, giveaways and that kind of stuff. So I'm sort of ready, but it's just held up by waiting for Ingram. And then I had some general life stuff. I had like general mum stuff was basically on my list. We've just had the summer holiday, so it's been pretty hectic. It means I don't get as much time to work, but my husband's been really amazing in allowing me the time to do what I need to do. And we work around each other a lot because he works from home too. I had 2 volunteer events that I was working on that I had to tap out of really because I was so busy in June that I just couldn't dedicate any time to anything, and those events were both in July. But I managed to kind of come back on board to be helpful and get things sorted in plenty of time, and they were both very, very successful. 2 different volunteer organisations that I'm involved in, that both events were brilliant. So pleased with that, yeah, that all worked out. I went back to work in June. I was a teacher and I worked out my notice. I am still under contract, not that I have anything bad to say at all, but I don't really want to talk about it until I'm kind of properly left. I would like to make a video about teaching at some point and my feelings about it, leaving the profession, kind of as an insider, I guess, but yeah, there's like absolutely no negativity, nothing to say in that respect. But yeah, I worked my notice period and it's you know, bittersweet. It was really full on crazy, but it's done. So tick there, I guess. I went back to work and now I've left. And I finally had on my list to go to the gym. I joined the gym, I guess it was May, June time, and I wanted to go twice a week. I haven't quite made it. Some weeks I have done. I've definitely gone once a week every week, and then sometimes twice, and then sometimes taken the kids swimming as well. Would definitely like to go more, so that's kind of a bit, I've gone a bit. June it barely went at all because of everything, but July and August I have done. So, my new list. The first thing is obviously I need to order those copies of my books and then therefore start marketing my book. My book launch is on the 22nd of October, so I need to prepare for that. I think some of the reviews and things that I'm hoping to ask for is going to end up running over. You know what, it's fine. I had to get the book perfect and that was the priority. If that means that I don't get so many pre-orders, things are later, well, so be it. At least things are, you know, as good as I can possibly make it. The actual book launch is being held in conjunction with another event. I'll talk about it more later. So I don't have to do masses of organising, but I obviously do have to do a little bit. And I'm hoping to vlog the whole thing. So yeah, that's all very kind of exciting, but there's a lot to do, and I'm just very conscious that, you know, gotta get it sorted on time. Then something I want to sort out is like my media kit, I guess, and if people are asking me for information about my book, to be able to send them things. So I need to sit down and sort that out. I have already sorted promotional materials, so that's done. It's just as I say, if somebody wants, I don't really know that much about it, so that's, you know, it really is on the to-do list of researching, finding out what I need and actually producing it. Then, in terms of family life, the kids are going back to school, so we've got to get everything organised for that, and, you know, get them settled in their new classes and get back into the rhythm of family life. So that will be what will be going on for the next couple of months in terms of the family. And on book stuff, since the book launches in October, and obviously I will still be doing stuff to do with the book, but I'm hoping to start working on new things towards the end of like this 3-month period. And then finally, kind of health-wise, I am focusing on losing some weight. I had a baby last June, and I put on a lot of weight with her, and I have been losing the weight gradually, but it's just the last little bit is always quite hard to shift, and so I just want this. I've just got a few more pounds that I would like to lose to be like back at where I was before I had her. So I'm really concentrating on kind of eating healthily and trying to work out and be active and all that kind of thing, just lose that last little bit of weight, because it just helps me to feel really confident and healthy and all that kind of thing. So I am focusing on just, trying to get myself back to where I was before I had the baby. So yeah, health-wise, I guess that's my focus, but to do it in a very health-orientated way. So that's it. I hope you found that interesting. Let me know if you do similar things on your channels. I'd love to see similar kind of goal setting videos. I think they're really interesting. And please hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!